States Education
He's not
Board.
here?
The required reading list approved by the Texas State Board of Education widens conservative efforts to bring more Christian teaching. More at townhall.com.
That I don't know.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day. Apply online in minutes. No medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, more weight, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you got to call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-555-2085, 800-555-2085, or biglou.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update.
The car hit a barrier at high speed. I'm Chris Davis. That is what sent a Subaru flying in a wreck Thursday morning just after 5 on Interstate 5 near Highway 43 in an area north of Buena Vista Lake, says the California Highway Patrol. They say they are not sure why the car went into the median, which is where the first collision happened. Then the car hit a concrete wall and caught fire. CHP says the driver, who they ID'd only as a man, died at the scene. They are trying to determine whether drugs or alcohol may have been a factor. The man who died in a wreck on Highway 58 Friday that resulted in a brush fire that eventually became the Star Fire and burned more than 500 acres in all has been ID'd by the Kern County Coroner's Office as 28-year-old Eric Daniel Garcia of Bakersfield. He was thrown out of his car when it hit a ditch and went down the side of a mountain on Highway 58 at General Beale Road. A former Beardsley School District employee who manipulated one young girl into having sex with him and admitted he coerced another teenage girl into sending him nudes on Snapchat by telling her that he would hurt himself if she didn't, has gotten his sentence. Aldrich Cadiz, who was employed at San Lauren Elementary, was sentenced to 2 years' time served and ordered to register for life as a sex offender. He pleaded no contest last year. The people in Cattle King Estate say they have had it with a huge debris pile that just keeps getting bigger, and that includes tires, trees, all sorts of various kinds of junk, too. They tell ABC 23 the mess, which is on a hillside near the Kern River, has attracted thousands of beetles. The site may belong to a construction company, and the neighbors there say it's time the city does something about it. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. KERN.
Lori, turn this up. Thank you very much.
I had 3 more seconds and I had the whole thing.
Just,
I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
sir, thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good for you. And here.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. Here is your host, JR.
Can you get the deaf man sitting next to me some headphones, Chris? To say, don't hear so well. I'm sorry. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com. You can download the Kern Radio app to your smart device and take us anywhere you go. Plus, we're also streaming live on YouTube. Head over there right now, and you can watch us from your wherever, your computer, whatever you're doing, right there on YouTube. Just subscribe, hit that notification bell, and watch us in the Kern Radio studios. They're powered by Adaptive Networks. For your IT needs, call them 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. It's Adaptive Networks. And this is the second hour of the show where it's a Faith Friday. We're talking with Pastor Angelo Frazier, one of our favorite pastors in all of, not just Bakersfield, all of the world. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. It's good to be here with you. You're looking well.
Thank you. You look good yourself there. You just handed me a coin.
That's a challenge coin by Martinez.
Martinez.
Yeah. He basically what I did, I put the proposal out a year ago, and we're looking to get the national motto on the national motto on the national seal. So yeah, national motto on the national seal. So that right there is a prototype of what it'll look like if we get that thing rolling. Trying to get that thing rolling.
Sorry, I'm not trying to show off or anything.
That's all right, yeah.
Bastard.
But that's a bigger one than that. So we're trying to get that rolling. We gave it to some influential people. We gave it to Vince Vaughn. We gave it to Shannon. David's people have a picture of it. So hopefully we can get it rolling.
Influencers.
Yeah, and we're going to have one for
you. Mean you're giving it to influence?
We're going to have one for the JR show as well. But
that's pretty cool.
Goal is to, because if you look at the national seal, you can Google that. It will not have "In God We Trust" on it. It has "E Pluribus Unum," which is from 1 Many, which is not the national motto, but the national motto is there. So my goal is to try to get that on the national seal of the United States of America. It's on our money already.
Yeah, it's on our money, and you guys got to put on police cars, and
we got to put on
police locally, and so which will lead me into our first topic, I guess. If you want to start with that one.
You want to start with this? The banquet's coming up.
Yeah, it's all about patriotism.
It's right,
and that's what one of the topics I want to talk to you about.
250th anniversary of this country. In God We Trust. Can you see that, Chris? In God We Trust. Banquet's coming up July 30th. Shannon Grove is our keynote speaker. Shannon, whenever Shannon.
Love Shannon Grove.
Just got to go.
Love Senator
And Brad Daker's going to be here.
Pacific Justice Institute.
Yeah, Pacific Justice. So those guys, and they're the tickets. So you can contact In God We Trust America and get that thing squared away.
And you get to see the Veterans Family Band as well. Don't leave them out.
Can't do that. Yeah, and the band's going to be there as well.
Yeah, this is happening, like you said. It's on July 30th, right?
Yours truly will be there.
It's at 5:30 p.m. at Odell's Country Dining, and
it's going to be a celebration.
Yeah, you can get tickets. Can I give out Ann Bachelor's
Absolutely.
Number?
Give that out.
Ann's number is 661-203-2069, or you can just go to www.ingodwetrustamerica.org.
Yeah, just check that out. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Speaking of patriotism, and it being a Faith Friday, and and the 4th of July coming up, and it being here, just put it right here so it just sits. Look at.
I don't know if it'll sit.
Oh, it'll sit. Ray hooked us up with this little stand.
We got it right there. Wow.
Martinez, boys, right there. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work.
You know what I can do?
There you go. Put that like that. Look at you. See. So, we don't plan, we compromise. We improvise. It is the 250th celebration of our nation. And you mentioned In God We Trust. And we hear all the time, God bless America, right? What does that look like when we're talking about faith and the Bible and patriotism and America? Where does that lay?
Well, I think one of the things we want to understand is we have a diverse country here with many religions now.
Yeah.
But not all those religions are foundational religions. A movie that just came out, you can rent it now on Amazon, called A Great Awakening, out of Sight Sound Studio. We had a bunch of people go see it. It's now you can see it on TV. It really lays the foundation of how our country to struggle, how we got to be what we got to be. As a matter of fact, when we invited people to the movie down there, we had, unbeknownst, Ben Franklin's relative came down and saw the movie.
Oh, wow.
Matter of fact, I just met with him today again, and he was so moved by it, he's having Ben Franklin painted on his garage up off of Union Avenue. And I just went up there and saw it, and I'll show you a picture of it today. But through all this, I actually met a relative who was also a printer, because Ben Franklin developed the first printing as a printer. So generations of printers, he's one of the final printers. And if you go watch this movie, A Great Revelation, a Great Awakening, you will see how and why the country was founded the way it was founded. And it literally gives freedom of religion to all people, not freedom from religion. So where the freedom of religion says, I can influence you and you can influence me. That's what the goal is, not to turn this into a theocracy where we're going to throw it, because that's what we left. England was a theocracy. We're going to turn it to a place where I can live by example, and that influences you. And you say, hey, I like what you believe in. Tell me about it. That's what this country was designed to be, freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. And if you go back and look at our founding documents all over the place, I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., murder capital of the world when I was there. What I didn't know when I was a little kid growing up there, I used to go to all Smithsonian Institute, Lincoln Memorial, all these, the Capitol, the monument, and they had scripture verses all not postered on there, but carved into the marble. And I go, what? Why would they do that? Because our forefathers, and even the Supreme Court, if you go around the Supreme Court, the top has all leaders all around the world, images of leaders all around the world, Confucius and all these guys. Right in the middle of all those guys is Moses holding 2 tablets, signifying that we understand there's leadership all around the world. We respect that. But for us, it's centered in the God of the Bible. And it's fascinating to realize that the freedom we have in this country, you think about it, if you tried to go to Russia and do half the things you couldn't do them. You can come in this country and open any church you want. You can open the Church of JR if you want.
Yeah.
You can't go
every day for 2 hours.
Yeah, but you can't go to Russia and do that. You can't go to Russia and do that. So freedom of religion gives us that. And so when somebody said, well, what about Islam and putting Islam on the wall? And they go, no, they weren't foundational religions. We're talking about how this country was founded. If I go to Israel, and I've been there, you'll see how Israel was founded. You'll see the history. They are unabashed about their history. And when I go to Africa, you can see their history. I've been to Kenya. I've been to Uganda. I've been to Nigeria. You can see their history. You come to America, what is your history? No, our history is both religious and civil. It is and secular. And so we can, like Moses is both a religious figure, plus he's a political figure, plus he's a civil figure. The 10 Commandments were given to who? Not Tom Brokaw. They weren't given to Elvis Hayes. They weren't given to, Charles Manson. They were given to Moses. And he was instructed in how to set the people up, how to govern the people. You watch that movie, A Great Awakening, Ben Franklin struggles with, does God deal in the affairs of people? He answers that question in the movie. Is God just some God way out there and we just do the best we can and he'll come back and, or does God actually, does he work with us?
I believe he does.
Yeah, I believe he does too. And that movie answers that question, but in a very vivid way, because you see right at the beginning, Ben Franklin's, look, I don't need God. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing that, I'm this, I'm successful, I've got all this kind of blah, 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 blah. But in the end, you see what he does. The guy who wrote the Declaration of Independence.
How do we separate them, though?
We don't separate. We understand. We understand that the underpinnings of our country, Judeo-Christian country, are from a God, a sovereign God who loves us.
Do you see how that could be imposing to other religions and saying that you're now trying to establish a religion here?
No,
as being the one.
No, what we're saying is the God of the Bible and those principles are the foundational ones of this country. That doesn't negate Islam or anything else, but it says, just like if you go to Saudi Arabia, Islam is their founding religion. If I went to Saudi Arabia and said, I tell you what, I want Christianity to be equal with Islam.
You
can.
Yeah, you probably, yeah.
Matter of fact, during Desert Storm, you heard the story of Desert Storm, when the chaplains went over, the military chaplains went over to help the people, they had to take the crosses off of their lapel. They could not even come in the country with crosses on their lapel. So our country is based on the freedom of religion. You can wear a pentagram if you want. You see, so that gives us the freedom here in this country. So yes, we don't have to be afraid of it, but understand this is how our country was founded.
All right, I got it. You sold me. Let's take a break. On the other side, we'll talk about patriotism in America. Do you feel like it's become political?
I think it has got divisive in some areas, and certain figures, do that. Like for instance, in the basketball game, I don't watch the women's basketball game, or really the men's too much, but the old Caitlyn thing, punching in the neck, that whole thing, that one action's become racial division. It's Trump's fault and the whole deal. It's just everything. It's become so knee jerk. We need to back up like our holidays, go back and take what is the history, what's really going on before we throw the bathwater out with the baby, or we throw the baby out in the bathwater, or just throw them both out. Well, I don't know.
Throw everything out.
Yeah,
start all over.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that, but I do know some people who want to tear our Constitution down to start all over.
That's what that's why I said it's what they want. We'll take a break. On the other side, we'll talk about patriotism. Not only that, it's Pride Month, and I'm sure the pastor is full of it. Pride.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
We'll talk about Pride Month as well. The San Francisco Giants, a couple of them got in trouble. I'm sure you're familiar with the story.
Controversy.
The Supreme Court had some rulings, and then your favorite show comes to town every December. So we'll talk about Pride Month here after the break with the good pastor as well. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back. You said, look at it, I got
Current Radio, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN. First Look with Scott Cox, morning 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Monday edition of the First Look program, we got the hot list, and we can all get up to date on everything going on right here in our backyard and around the round world. We got Talk Jobs with America's Job Center at Kern, looking for a gig or looking for qualified pre-screened applicants. They're here to help. And we got state-of-the-art news, traffic, and weather. It's all happening at 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN.
Today is Thursday, which means the Stockyard is open. That's right, 2525 F Street, the little speakeasy right next to Casey's Steakhouse from the folks that bring you Casey's Steakhouse. Let's say you're waiting for a table at Casey's Steakhouse. Guess what? Go right next door to the Stockyard. You can wait for your table while you have a drink in one of the finest speakeasies, not in Bakersfield, not in Kern County, but all of California. That's right. Come on in. There's ropes. There's a carpet. You wouldn't even know it's there. Ring the doorbell. They're going to ask you the password. Tell them, why not JR? Then walk through the time portal that is the speakeasy at 2525 F Street, the Stockyard. Have a drink with Haley. Have a drink with me. I'll be in there this weekend. Plus, they got live music going. They also got a banquet room right next door if you want to host a party, a birthday, a bridal shower, those holiday parties coming up. They will have you covered. It's the Stockyard, 2525 F Street, open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. to close. Don't forget the password, why not JR? It's the Stockyard, Speakeasy.
I'm Mary Madeline, owner of Madeline Toyota Lift. For over a decade, Adaptive Networks has been our trusted IT partner. Ryan and his team are responsive, reliable, and always there when we need them. They keep our business running smoothly so we can keep Kern County moving. We count on Adaptive 24/7.
And that's why you need Adaptive Networks. The knowledgeable folks at Adaptive Networks don't just provide simple and stable environments, they also protect your business from cyber threats with advanced security solutions that stop phishing scams, malware, and hackers before they reach you. Their AI-driven threat detection and real-time monitoring ensure that your data stays safe, secure, and always online. So while cyber criminals are working overtime, your business stays one step ahead. Protect your business before it's too late. Call Adaptive Networks today, 241-0638, or visit adaptive-net.com. Better IT means better business.
It's that man again, Ralph Bailey. You're listening to the JR Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN. Keep it locked. TRBS coming up.
Online currentradio.com, and here with Pastor Angelo Frazier. We're comparing coins. We both have a bunch of coins from Martinez. Shout out to Ray Martinez and his company.
That guy's amazing.
Yeah, Martinez. I got a whole bunch of them. I've got the United States of America Navy one
Without the seal.
without the seal. I got the United States of America Birth of America
Without the seal.
without the In God We Trust. And then I got the presidential one right here
Without the In God We
without
Trust.
the In God We Trust. And then I got another one, U.S. Army Parade, no In God We
Yeah, no In God
Trust.
We Trust.
And then what's that one? The Marine Corps, no In God We Trust. Coast Guard, no, they don't trust in God either.
Oh boy, I didn't say that.
Air Force,
I didn't say that.
Martinez, and then my favorite one is the Space Force.
Yeah.
Space Force.
I actually
one.
met those guys on the Honor Flight 50. I went up there and they looked like some Star Trek guys, but they're like computer guys.
Yeah, they're a bunch of space nerds.
Yeah, space nerds. They
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah.
They walked up to me and go like this, and I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. But this one's going to become the one. Hopefully, we can get that going.
Get that In God We Trust.
Kicking it off here at the JR show.
Oh, you're trying to take that. What are you trying to do? Take it national? You're trying to
take it national
and get it permanently put on the seal.
Get it permanently put on the seal. If anybody out there knows anybody in Washington and you want to help us to get it there, let me know.
All right.
We'll get you one of these and we can rock and roll.
We were talking about patriotism
Yeah.
before we went to the break and how that kind of plays into religion, but
Yeah.
now it also kind of plays into politics a
Yeah.
little bit. I feel like,
A lot.
and then with the 250th birthday, I've always felt like that's something that was a holiday that we all could get behind and be like, yeah, we are proud to be American, because regardless of what we agree or disagree with or whatever feelings you have or I have towards something, we are all American in that. And that's what makes this country great. And that's what we should be proud of. But it seems this year with the 250th that's not the case. That if you're a Republican, you're a proud American and you're celebrating the 250th. And if you're Democrat, you hate America and you don't like the 250th celebration. Do you feel that way?
Not necessarily. I think there are Republicans and Democrats that feel really good about the country, but they're going to get swept up in the whole. You're right. I think what happens because we have a Republican in the White House, that seems to override just about everything. But I believe there's
I think the hatred for Donald Trump sometimes doesn't allow people to still be proud Americans.
Yeah, and I think
which I think is sad, because you should separate the presidency from. And I mean, I guess you can, because it is the president of the United States, but
you should.
You can still be a proud American and
Absolutely.
not like the president.
That's what I mean. It's left up to us individually to celebrate our country. During the bicentennial, although we had Democratic, Republicans, a Democratic leadership, and yes, and it changes every couple, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. But the bottom line, it's up to you and I to live out patriotism. It's up to you and I to live out the faithful underpinnings of what this country was founded for. It's up to you and I to lead our homes that way and to believe in those things. Irregardless of what Washington does or does not do, it's based on what I think it's phrasing it, we the people. See, that's where we can't forget. Yeah, they may get the spotlight and they may do some things that we like. But the bottom line, it's still up to you and me how we deal with our employees, employers, how we deal with our brothers and sisters, how we deal with our people on the street. That's what makes this country great. And I think whether it's the 250th year or the 19th year or whatever it is, we still get up and be excited about the fact that you and I have been born in one of the best countries in the world. Half the world, over 80% of the world wants to come to this plot of land. Why? Because of our laws? No, not so. Because of our government? No, because a lot of them hate the government. They want to come because they sense something different in this country than other places around the world. And it is different in this country. So I think it's left up to Americans to live out what patriotism really means. And that's separate from politics. We have a governmental system that's not perfect, and so do other people have a governmental system. But not everything runs through the government. I think everything runs through the principles and values of the country. That's what I like about this country. So whether I'm in Sarasota, Florida, or Anchorage, Alaska, it's still America. It's still the home of the brave, the home of the free, the home of the brave. What is it?
Land of the free, home of the brave.
Home of
Land of the free.
Yeah, land
Don't
of the
make me
free.
question myself,
Free of the
Pastor.
home.
Come on.
Free of the home, land of the brave. Yeah, it doesn't matter where we are. Still, this
Free
great
homes.
country, free homes, man.
Land of California.
But politics has its place because that's how we get things moved. We have representatives that do things for us, and if we petition them loud enough, we can get them to go that way. And so, yeah, there are a lot of changes and things going on in this country, a lot of bickering going back, but it's always been back there. You check history, they were shooting each other back in the day. You know, Aaron Burr, they were pulling out pistols, man. We don't at least do that anymore. I mean, we can slam you on X, but I don't know if we're going to be shooting well, you know. And so there's some crazy stuff always been going on because politics can get real personal, but it comes down to you and me, our individual, how we want to live in this great country. That's what makes great.
Do you let your faith and your religion dictate how you vote?
I think my faith will dictate how I vote. My faith in for instance, I believe in right to life. I believe God creates life. So for instance, if someone says to me, so-and-so candidate can lower your taxes and fix the potholes, I go, that's awesome. But if babies are still being killed, what good is that? So, because if you don't have a right to life, you don't have anything else. And for my people who deal, everything's racist. Guess what? If you don't have people, you won't have the issue of racism. So that's what you're going to do. So yes, my faith dictates the principles that I believe in.
When you say right to life, that's for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in the death penalty?
Yes, absolutely.
But doesn't even that person have the right to life?
No, death penalty. See, we get that all the time. The death penalty are for those that.
Because I struggle with that.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. The Bible answers your question. The Bible talks about those that shed innocent blood, their blood shall be taken. That's what it says. And so when we talk about the death penalty, we are talking about those who willingly take someone else's life. And we have it in certain states, you know, they have the death penalty. Otherwise, some states say lock you away forever if you do certain heinous crimes. You know, the states vary on that. But, the Bible does say we aren't talking about going just knocking off people. We're talking about people who decided that they don't want to live in society like everyone else. They want to take your family out, and they've proven to do that. They can be candidates for the death penalty. So absolutely.
I still struggle with that one.
Absolutely. Well, that's good to struggle with it because,
you know what I mean? Because it's taking a life. It's still killing.
Absolutely. But if we look at God's word, it gives us that. And we don't have the right to do that, by the way, as people. But the Bible gives that right. Are you ready? Gives that right to the government. How about that? So if someone crawls in your window or my window, and I'm Second Amendment, I don't have the right to kill them. I do have the right.
I have the right to shoot them.
To stop them. That's the difference.
Let's stop right there. Take a quick break. On the other side, we'll talk about Pride Month with a good pastor. It's the JR Show. We'll be right back.
Current News. I'm John Scott. The U.S. has struck Iran to respond to a drone attack a day earlier on a cargo ship. It happened in the Strait of Hormuz. A provocation that President Trump said violated the ceasefire. U.S. Central Command said the military struck missile and drone locations and coastal radar sites in Iran. The president of Venezuela's National Assembly, Jorge Rodriguez, gave a fresh update on the toll from the twin earthquakes that devastated the country. Over 900 people have died and over 3,000 have been injured. Utah's governor restricting fireworks as the largest wildfire in the nation continues to grow. The Cottonwood Fire in southern Utah, which started Monday, has reached nearly 111 square miles. It's 0% contained. Dry, windy conditions are fueling wildfire growth across much of the western U.S. This is SRN News.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
Headlines from the KERN newsroom.
The former Beardsley School District employee avoids any further jail time on charges that he manipulated two teenage girls, one into a sexual relationship and the other into sending him hundreds of nude pics on Snapchat by coercion. Aldrich Cadiz was sentenced to 2 years' time served Thursday and will have to register as a sex offender and can have no contact with the victims. The man who died in a wreck on Highway 58 Friday that resulted in a brush fire that eventually became the Star Fire and burned more than 500 acres has been ID'd by the Kern County Coroner's Office as 28-year-old Eric Daniel Garcia of Bakersfield. He was thrown out of his car when it hit a ditch and went down the side of a mountain on Highway 58 at General Beale Road. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. KERN.
Kern Radio, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. KERN.
I'm here with Dr. Tarkesh from Affordable Dentures and Implants. Doc, people often think dental implants are a one-size-fits-all solution. How is Affordable Dentures and Implants different than that?
That's a great question. We know every patient is unique and each person has their own specific needs. So we create a personalized treatment plan designed just for them.
Wow. And what makes your process stand apart from the other places?
Well, we offer advanced digital dentistry, which let us design and create custom solutions. And with our on-site lab, we can offer same-day teeth for many patients. No waiting for weeks for your new smile.
Same-day teeth? Now that's impressive.
Get the smile you've always wanted without anxiety at Affordable Dentures and Implants. Dr. Nozar Tarkesh, who specializes in implants with IV sedation. Visit them online at affordabledentures.com. Affordable Dentures and Implants. That's what we do.
Go ahead and smile.
The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays at 3 p.m.
It's that man again. Look what's coming up on the Friday TRBS. Rick Bentley, KGT entertainment reporter, joins us yet again. And we'll give you the latest on the Iranian situation and a whole lot more. It's the Ralph Bailey Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. I'll see you at 3 o'clock.
The Ralph Bailey Show, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230. KERN.
We all start as tiny seeds, needing care, love, and a little sunlight. Then, boom, we sprout, stretch, and grow through the world of childhood and teen years. Before you know it, we're blooming, working, parenting, thriving. And yes, even golden petals can shine bright. Join Kern County Public Health and thrive like a poppy. Visit KernPublicHealth.com to learn more.
Hey folks, Scott Cox here, host of the First Look with Scott Cox program, heard right here on KRN 6 to 9 every morning. You're listening to the JR Show. Join me tomorrow morning, 6 to 9, right here on KERN.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com, the Kern Radio app, and streaming on YouTube. Just head over there right now, and you can watch us in the Kern Radio studios. They're powered by Adaptive Networks. Call them 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. It's Adaptive Networks. We're sitting with Pastor Angelo Frazier. It is Pride Month this month.
Yes.
You full of pride?
Good godly pride.
You don't put your rainbow out?
I do actually. God owns the rainbow.
I know that.
The 7 colors, not the 6.
I tried to tell people that the other day what the first rainbow was.
7 colors.
Do you know what the first rainbow was?
Yeah.
What is it?
And it's the first. What do you mean? Do I know what it was?
What it represents? What is the rainbow?
God's going to spare the earth, and He's never going to flood the earth again.
He's going to burn it down, but He ain't going to drown it again.
and that rainbow has 7 colors in it versus the current Pride flag has 6.
Why is that? Do you know?
It was kind of a grab redone. Actually, several versions have been made, but they settled on that one to try to give it. Most of the stuff that the other side steals, they steal from God. And the rainbow is kind of a cool symbol, and it's very colory. It has a lot of stuff in it, so it fits what they're trying to do to add color to their
and be all inclusive of all colors and all walks of life.
Yeah,
that's not what it represents to you.
No, I don't think it does. And speaking of Pride Month,
go ahead. Sorry.
I wish we would. If I had my say, I would get rid of all the months.
All the months. Yes.
Black
Thank
History
you.
Month.
Thank you.
Get rid of
Thank
all of them.
you.
We don't need that. Celebrate culture. Go for it. Have it. We get rid of Juneteenth. All those things. But I just think we, as a society, if we're going to put something up there, it needs to be those things that bring us together. And right now, we have a bunch of things that are out there that I think that are doing divide us. The race stuff divides us. I mean, it's just crazy. Someone asked me, "Well, you're a black man. You should like Black History Month." I like culture of Black history, but I don't think we should have a month to do that. I think people need to celebrate heritage all they want to. But when you start doing that, you first of all, you're going to run out of months. You're not going to.
There's only 12. You got to pick 12 movements.
And then if you do that, you talk about being inclusive. You're going to irritate everybody. So let's not do that.
Well, yeah, the veterans only get 1, maybe 2 days. You get Veterans and Memorial Day, but the gay people get a whole month.
And if people want to celebrate culture-wise, absolutely, set up a tent over the weekend and celebrate whatever you want.
Shouldn't we be more accepting of the LGBTQ plus?
Should we be accepting as far as what?
Just accepting them as they are.
I think in America they are accepted. The difficult part is we don't want our laws to change because of that. So, for instance, we don't have a heterosexual month.
I celebrate that every month.
But we celebrate every day. The fact is, if people can, in this country, we were talking about earlier, you can kind of do what you want in this country. But when you start legalizing it and then pushing other things out because of it, now what we have is, I remember when the Christmas transgenders came here, we prayed on that month, and they got mad at me because I was praying during the Pride Month. What is that about? So when Pride Month comes, I can't pray anymore? No, we went downtown and we prayed, and if they come again, we're going to pray again.
They're going to come again.
Well, we're going to pray again. We're going to be out there. I'm calling all Kern County to come together, because Christmas is not about pride. Christmas is about Christ. You don't do a Muslim Pride Month.
You saw the Giants, the San Francisco Giants controversy, right? Where they had a Pride night up in San Francisco, and they switched all the logos to they basically were rainbows. The San Francisco logo, they changed the color to a rainbow. And it was 3 different pictures that decided they were going to write Bible verses next to them, implying what we were just talking about, that God will never flood the earth again. The rainbow is a promise from God, not a symbol of.
I don't think we should do that. Look, play ball.
Thank you.
I'm a former athlete.
Thank you.
Play ball.
See, I didn't think we were going to agree on that.
Yeah, play ball. And see, that's what happens when you're being pushed into this whole idolatry of that. They don't, because why would you wear something that you don't represent?
Well, and they were given the option to not wear the hats. They could have, I think one other pitcher chose to wear the original San Francisco Giants hat, because as a freedom of speech, you can't compel somebody to speak something they don't believe, or wear something that they don't believe.
And they also claimed that
so they had the opportunity to not wear the hat. They chose to wear the hat, and then chose to write something on the hat.
And they also said that they were not being discriminated against when the DOJ jumped in there. I think we can solve this. How about keep religion and politics out of sports? How about that?
We can't pray before the game?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the players can get together before they do. And the NFL has gotten really good at that, where after the game, players from both teams will huddle around, on a field somewhere, and they all just get together and pray.
But then that's why people are held hostage to watch that. Nor do I think if you come to a football game, you got to get somebody out there giving a sermon at the beginning. No, they came to play football. Let's go play football. Let's go play football. So I would vote, if I had a vote, get rid of all that stuff. Nothing. If you go play baseball, you pay a bunch of money, or basketball, whatever. Go play, see the game. That's it. And then go home.
And then go home. Leave social issues out of it, because then therefore you start to alienate somebody.
Whether you don't like it or not, Black Lives Matter, Green Lives Matter,
LGBTQ Pride Month,
all that stuff. See, this is why, because what's happening, that platform is what they're going after. They don't really care about the sport. They care about that platform.
Yeah.
That's how you get your message out. See, I believe, what I said before, JR, influence. If you believe in that stuff, go on a one-man mission and talk to people in the streets about it. No one's going to stop you. But when you start hijacking platforms to get your message across, I don't really think you have a lot of influence, in my opinion.
Well, do you see it as a lot of corporations will do this? You talk about hijacking. They're hijacking a movement. Do you think that the MLB really is like, oh, gay people, or are they just looking at another audience to exploit
that
and make money off of?
Well, true.
Same thing with Black Lives Matter, or you know what I mean? Any culture or anything that they try to do with.
Corporate is money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You may think it's about you. You may think it's about your cause, but there are a lot of causes out there, JR, that don't make money. A lot of causes that don't make money. But the ones that do, I'll jump on those. That's what corporate said. Corporate is about making money. And when you stop making money, you are no longer valuable to corporate. That's why on the basketball team, if Johnny whoever's is not scoring the way he is, he's traded. They don't give a rip about what he believes or what his family status is or whether he's a pastor or whether he's gay or whatever. If you aren't making money for us, see ya.
See you later.
Yeah.
And your movement.
And your movement. We ain't doing it anymore. You know what? They took they had Black Lives Matter on the basketball court. Remember?
I remember that, yeah.
The money started dropping. It wasn't the fans crying and complaining and people start cutting their subscriptions going, we don't want to turn on TV and see that.
No, we want to watch it. We want to. That's the whole reason for sports. That's the whole reason we go watch movies is to get away
from that stuff. I don't
distract me from all
of that. When I'm watching an actor, I don't want to know his political views or her political views. I think George Clooney now that I think he's an amazing actor. He's way left on a lot of things. I don't get that when I see him act. But if I turned on it and I start seeing, he start making all these references to them, come on, man. I like to see you act.
That's it.
Yeah. Just play ball or go home.
I was going to say that there was that one that everybody got upset about. Just play basketball. Just dribble the ball.
Dribble the ball, play go. And look, just because it favors me, biblical message, which I like, I don't still think that's the platform for it. I really don't. I think that becomes, and as a pastor, I can
like
say that becomes a distraction.
I like that. See, I didn't know if you were going to take that side.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. See, that's why we have these conversations.
That's why your show is one of the best because you flush those things out.
We flush them out. You got a big 4th of July weekend coming up?
Well, absolutely. We have the big 250th deal is rolling through town. 250th anniversary all over social media. A guy by the name of Tony, what's his last name? I can't remember his last name. He's running it. I guess I'm supposed to do the invocation. I'm excited about that.
There you go.
Then on the 5th of July.
That's how that Riverwalk, right?
Yeah, Riverwalk.
It's going to be all day pretty much.
Be 10 to 10.
Yeah.
Big bands.
Fireworks in the show.
Surprise announcements, people showing up. We don't know who they are, so they're not going to tell us. But you got to get out there. So I think it's free too.
Oh yeah, free for everybody. Yeah, and then the fireworks to end the night, and then you got some more stuff going on over the weekend.
And then Sunday at River Lakes, I get to preach.
There you go.
Services 9 and 10:30. I'll be preaching on Psalm 51. Psalm 51.
You're gonna make me look up what Psalms 51 is, aren't you?
Creating me a clean heart, O God. It's where David, his response to being caught after murder and adultery of Bathsheba.
All in the same one, by the way.
So there's a lot more involved in that. We're going to unpack that psalm because a lot more than just a confession. It's a lot more than just a confession, Psalm 51. And you'll see how it relates to Psalm 51 relates to everyone. Wait a minute, Pastor, I haven't committed murder. I haven't, but you have lied. Well, yeah, I've lied.
Well, you know what Jesus says. You don't have to murder somebody to be guilty of murder.
Exactly.
If you hold hatred in your heart.
So you look at a woman with lust in your eye, you committed adultery without even touching her. So Psalm 51 deals with all of us. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully you don't have a local church. If you do, you come on over to River Lakes Community Church on the 5th of July. And yours truly will be preaching both services. But it's an exciting weekend. I'm excited for this country, for patriotism. I'm excited we're a young country. We're still in growing pains. If you get a chance, see the movie A Great Awakening. If you haven't seen it yet, I think I've told you about the last time I was here. A Great Awakening, Sight and Sound Studio. It's an amazing movie about how a country was founded. And really, you see the struggle of Ben Franklin. As a matter of fact, did I tell you I was just with Ben Franklin, a relative?
Yeah. He's going to paint the garage.
Paint his garage. He put Ben Franklin on his garage. Oh,
that's crazy.
And I actually met a lady who knows you, listen to your radio. She said
someone's going to get me in trouble.
She said she loves she loves JR. She loves Ralph Bailey.
Love them all.
You can't see that right there, but that's his garage.
Oh yeah, he's got Ben Franklin painted on the garage. That's pretty cool.
That's him. And this lady right here, where is she? There she is right there. She's one of those traffic cops.
Oh, okay.
She listened to your show, drives around, listen to your show, and she said, "I love JR." And she said, and I'll send it to you. She said, "Well, tell JR to have you on more often."
I definitely will then.
And so there you go. We're out and about and talking about you, and people out there listening.
That's right. Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according to the multitude of thy compassions. Put away mine iniquities. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I know mine iniquities, and my sinner is ever before me. It's the Geneva translation. You like that one?
I like that. See, Psalm 51 has to do with all of us.
Because we're all sinners.
Okay. I'm the chief of all.
We are the sinner of sinners. Thank you for stopping by, Pastor. I appreciate it. Always appreciate the conversation.
I love that you have one of the best shows on radio.
I can always talk to you about anything and challenge you, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm going to be straightforward with you best I can.
You guys go check them out. Not this weekend preaching. You can still go to River Lakes if you want to, next weekend he's be up on stage actually giving the word. What time are his services?
9 and 10:30.
9 and 10:30. The address?
Just Callaway and Hagerman.
Callaway and Hagerman, right there
on the corner
of Callaway and Hagerman. Pastor Angelo Frazier, thanks so much for stopping by, sir.
Thank you, sir.
See you soon.
And blessings to you and your family.
Blessings to you as well, sir. We got to take a break. On the other side, we'll find out what we learned not only today, but this week. What is that St. Peter's Greasy Pole competition challenge going on behind Chris on the TV right now? I think Jesus fell off the log, so didn't help him out much. I'll explain after the break. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
Kern Radio, News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN. First Look with Scott Cox, morning 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Monday edition of the First Look program, we got the hot list, and we can all get up to date on everything going on right here in our backyard and around the round world. We got Talk Jobs with America's Job Center of Kern, looking for a gig or looking for qualified pre-screened applicants. They're here to help, and we got state-of-the-art news, traffic, and weather. It's all happening 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230, KERN.
Look, folks, when it comes to IT support, not all companies are the same. Many make big promises, but very few have the depth of talent, advanced systems, and proven solutions that Grapevine MSP brings to the table. At Grapevine MSP, they don't just fix problems, they prevent them. Their fully managed IT services keep your systems running smoothly and securely 24/7. So when something happens at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're not going to be stuck trying to reach your provider. Grapevine MSP's local team is already on it with advanced network monitoring. They generally catch the issue before you even notice, and they're calling you to say that it's already been handled.
Right now.
Their dedicated cybersecurity team protects you daily from evolving threats, while their industry-leading backup and disaster recovery keep your business online even in a crisis. All this for one simple, transparent monthly rate. Call 661-377-2992 or visit grapevinemsp.com to schedule your free network evaluation today. Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey man, how's business going these days?
Oh, not that good. I'm really struggling to find qualified employees for my business.
Oh, really? Have you tried reaching out to Employers Training Resource? They understand that having the right staff can significantly impact your company.
Really? How can they assist me?
Well, they promoted my jobs, held the recruitment, and pre-screened my job applicants, and they even set up the interviews, all at no cost. And they even offer financial hiring incentives like on-the-job training.
Wow, that sounds great. How do I get this?
Simple. All you have to do is call Employers Training Resource at 661-325-HIRE. That's 661-325-4473. Or visit their website at employerstrainingresource.com.
This Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act Equal Opportunity Employer Program is funded by the U.S. Department of Labor's Employment and Training Administration. For full federal funding disclosure details, visit employerstrainingresource.com/WDB/federal-funding-disclosure. Auxiliary aids and services available upon request.
It's that man again, Ralph Bailey. You're listening to the JR Show on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1230 KERN. Keep it locked. TRBS coming.
Check us out online, currentradio.com, the Current Radio app, social media, Current Radio, all those places you can find us. Want to thank the good pastor for stopping by, Pastor Angelo Frazier. Always fun to talk to. You guys can see him preach next weekend out at River Lake Church. He's always a good guy to talk to. And shout out to Elizabeth at the BPD, who is apparently a listener. Shout out to her. He ran into her and said that she loves to listen to the show and loves when he comes on. So be safe out there, Elizabeth, with the Bakersfield Police Department. The St. What is it called? I wrote it down. The St. Peter Greasy Pole Competition. Did you see that going on behind you, Chris? Where did this take place at?
Somewhere in Maine.
Maine, right? And the
Maryland.
idea, the idea, or maybe it is Maryland, Maine or Maryland, one of those crazy.
Actually, no, it's Maryland because it's M.A. M.E. is Maine.
They're crazy. They get it's what, a telephone pole, I guess?
Yeah.
And it's hanging off the side of something, a boat or something.
I've never seen this exact one, but
No?
I've seen Red Bull do something similar to this.
That's where they got the idea, because apparently this is a long-standing tradition.
Yeah, America.
It's America, baby.
See, and
it's
people
like
say
hot
we
dog
don't have
eating
traditions or
contest.
culture.
It's like hot
It's
dog
American
eating
culture, right
It
here.
is.
That and the hot dog eating contest and all that type of stuff. We're American.
All the American
culture.
things. Yeah, it's not great. It's not
I
something
know
we should be.
it's good, but we got a culture. Better food than most of you.
But I don't know.
I'd argue we got better food than most. Even Americanized some of this.
I was gonna
stuff.
say though, a lot of American food is stolen from other cultures.
I know.
Like
But no one says it's
everybody
not ours.
everybody would be like, oh yeah, Mexican food. Well, that's not American though. We've Americanized it, especially if you go to some of the restaurants in town.
Go talk to half of these World Cup goers and tell me they don't.
Oh, they
prefer
are
food
going
here.
bat crazy over all the things here. Apparently, ranch was a big thing.
Oh yeah.
What was the story behind that? Why were they all getting
Oh, dude,
excited about
no
ranch?
other country does ranch.
I know they use mayonnaise.
Yeah.
The French dip their fries in mayonnaise.
And don't get me wrong, I don't like ranch either, but
I love ranch.
I'm not a ranch person.
Ranch
I'm
and
an
fries?
Italian or a vinaigrette kind of guy.
Ranch and fries, though, that's good
Ketchup.
stuff.
Always go ketchup.
Nah.
Again, I'm basic that way. But regardless, like places like Canada do like peanut butter and like vinegar and stuff like that. So like everybody has their own condiment for the side of the table, but no one does ranch besides us, I guess.
Apparently, because that was all the craze. What was it else? Was the crazes? There's some other one I thought I saw. The
Sam Adams apparently for the Scots.
Buc-ee's, I guess everybody was all
Buc-ee's, I hear,
all
is
the
huge
hiding.
for a lot of people
a lot
right
of
now.
foreigners right now. We're all crazy about Buc-ee's. I'm
And
like,
they should be. Buc-ee's is that is a national treasure right there.
I guess,
Never been inside, but
we're not gonna go see, Mount Rushmore or anything like that. Take me to the Alamo. No, let's go to Buc-ee's.
God, idiocracy is coming so quick.
They're
gonna replace all the water with Mountain Dew pretty soon.
Right? Like, Washington monuments? Nah, take me to Buc-ee's. That sounds great. But this competition's going on. What does it say? Where is it? Maryland? MA?
Yeah, Maryland.
Or is that Maine? Maine
No, I'm
is
pretty
MA.
sure Maine is
Maryland is MD. Yeah, it's Maine. But they get a long telephone pole and they grease it up and they put a flag at the other end of it. And you have to try to run all the way down the pole to try to get the flag without slipping off. And there's, he's going to make it. Oh,
it's Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. We're both wrong.
We're terrible. We're terrible.
Maine is ME.
Yeah, no, that was what I was saying.
And Maryland is MD.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That guy almost broke a rib. He made it about halfway. And nobody hardly ever makes it. And Jesus took about 3 steps. And that's the thing, is they wear funny costumes or you get dressed up kind of funky every once. And not everybody does. Some people take it serious and are actually like this gal. There she goes. Oh, she's done. Nope, she's done. Can you see it behind me? You see it in the reflection.
Glare off the glass here.
Some people just do it as a joke and just kind of go crazy. And one guy was dressed up like Jesus. I think he got about 2 feet out and then he fell.
This is the modern man's American Ninja Warrior.
I guess.
Not everybody can do American Ninja Warrior, but you know what you can do? You can sign up to run on a
greasy
greased
log
up pole in Massachusetts for what? I don't know.
For pride, Chris.
It's got to be for pride.
It's
I don't
all
know if there's
about
a prize at the end of this or not.
maybe a beer.
Yeah, exactly. Your supply of something. What's Massachusetts known for?
Maybe a
Clams?
beer. Clams and clam chowder and beer. And there where Sam Adams is from? Massachusetts?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Oh, goodness. Any text messages before we get out of here for the day? We got time for one, maybe.
I got a couple here,
What
so
you
let's
got?
get this one
Let's
out.
try
The
to.
government needs more money until they learn how to live within their own means.
Yeah.
If you or I live that way, we would be bankrupt yesterday.
Oh, that's why they take loans and credits and bonds and stuff like that, and then tell us that we shouldn't do that. But whatever. Is that it?
That's the
all.
only one we have time
All
for.
right.
Unfortunately, the rest of them are a little too long.
We got to get out of here for the day. It's a Friday. I got an appointment over at Houchin. Give a little platelets. I hear they're in desperate need right now, so I'm going to go over there and do my part. If you
I
guys
know I keep saying I need to, but I'm going.
come with me, you can come with me anytime. I'll be in there today. Again, I think they're in desperate need, so just look up Houchin and
The
make
$50
yourself.
gift card sounds nice.
It's coming my way, baby. I'm about to get to Disneyland for free. I'll explain that part to you next week. But you can get to Disneyland. Well, I'll explain. But get to Houchin. Save a life. I got to get out of here for the day. Stay tuned for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's a Friday. Rick Bentley stops by, talks a little entertainment. This has been the JR Show. Have a good weekend, y'all. Lily, Dad loves you.
Kern Radio, AM 1230, KERN. 96.1 FM, K241CI Bakersfield, an American General Media station.
This hour from Town Hall, I'm John Scott.
What are those just?
A flare up
got
in the
here?
Middle
Oh,
East.
those are
The
my,
U.S. has struck
my
Iran to
coins
respond to a drone attack a day
Martinez
earlier
and
on a
Martinez had
cargo
got me
ship
a
in the
while
Strait of
back.
Hormuz.
But
A
Pastor Angelo
provocation
Frazier
that
was on, and
President
he had
Trump
a new
said
coin, so I
violated
had
the
to show off
ceasefire.
my coins just to show
U.S. Central Command said the military
So,
struck
Howard, I said,
missile
hi,
and
Mary.
drone
You guys be good to
locations
each other. I gotta
and
get out of here. Stay
coastal
tuned for the
radar
Ralph Bailey
sites
Show. Be
in
good.
Iran.
Have a good weekend.
The U.S. and Iran still negotiating terms of the deal, including issues